Hello, my friends out there in Cindy's Corner. If you've got this book, go get it. Waiting for Snow. Are you waiting for snow? I am. All right. Does it snow around your area? You're going to have to tell me that. Or if you've ever seen snow, or if you've never seen snow. All right. Waiting for Snow. My AR testers, this is a 2-1 level. Here's our title page. Oh my, Jenny Fry, Waiting for Snow. The author is Gina Shaw. The illustrator is Patrice Barton. This is a chapter book, but it'll go fast. It's a pretty easy chapter book, okay? Chapter 1. It is cold today at recess. I run over to Spike. He is my best friend. I tug on his coat. Guess what I say? What? Guess what? I say. What? Spike asks. I jump up and down. I twirl around and around. My mom and I found Grandpa Tony's old sled in the attic last night. I'm going to try it out when the snow comes. Wow, Spike says. Can I ride it too? Sure, I say. We'll go down hills together. It will be fun, but the sled's so old. I just hope it works. Thanks, said Spike. Don't worry, the sled will work. Now, we both can't wait for it to snow. Yay for us. Chapter 2. The school bell rings. Everyone lines up and goes inside the building. Spike and I are in class 111. I sit in the first row next to the coat closet. We all hang up our jackets. We do our jobs. I water the plants. Spike feeds Rocky, our class bird. Then we sit down in our seats. Jenny, Mrs. Hurley says, I have a surprise for you. A surprise for me? I shout. What is it? What is it? I jump out of my seat. I raise my arms high in the air. I cheer. Everyone stares at me. She's excited, isn't she? Jenny, please sit down, Mrs. Hurley says. Mrs. Hurley is very polite. She always says please and thank you. But I know Mrs. Hurley is serious, so I sit down right away. Boys and girls, Mrs. Hurley says, remember when we chose pen pals from Alaska to write to last month? Yes, everyone says. There's the pen pals. Well, Jenny's new pen pal has written her back. Mrs. Hurley says, everyone in the class looks at me. I am the first one to get a letter. Wow, I say. Spike gives me a great big smile. He is happy for me. Spike is always happy for me. Here's your letter, Mrs. Hurley says. Would you like to read it to the class? Yes, 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 I say. Mrs. Hurley hands me the letter. I can't wait to open it. I'm so excited. Dear Jenny, you are so funny. I'm glad you're my pen pal. Here are my answers to your questions. My full name is Sierra Aubrey Cly. You're right. Cly does rhyme with fry. I live in Nome, Alaska. No, I don't have a best friend named Spike. No, I don't have a pet bird. I do have a dog named Wink. Yes, we get lots and lots of snow here. I just got a new sled. It goes very fast down big hills. Sometimes Wink pulls my sled. What do you do in the snow? Right soon, Sierra. Oh, I like Sierra, I tell my class. And look, she sent 2 pictures of Wink pulling her new sled. How nice, Mrs. Hurley says. I look at the kids in my class. I hope it snows soon, I say. I found my Grandpa Tony's old sled in the attic last night. It doesn't look like Sierra's new sled. But now Spike and I can't wait to go sledding. I just hope my sled will work. I want to go sledding, says Spike. Me too, says Bond. Me 3, says Alice. But there isn't any snow yet. So we'll all have to wait. Too bad for us. Chapter 3. Class, Miss Hurley says, we're going to make a welcome winter snow scene for our classroom. We will put it on the back shelf. Yay! Everyone shouts. Here's what you will do, Mrs. Hurley says. Got all of our stuff. It's here. Jenny, you will make the snow from soap flakes, water, and glue. Mrs. Hurley says, Spike, you will paint the snow. Dustin, you will make the snowman. Jody, you will add the hills. Everyone else will cut out paper snowflakes to hang around the room. Now, please go to your work tables and begin. Yay! Everyone shouts again, but not me. I don't like mixing soap flakes, water, and glue together. It makes my hands feel yucky. Spike walks over to me. He is unhappy too. I don't want to paint the snow, he says. I can only paint it white. That's boring. We sit down at our work table. We put our heads in our hands. Then we both look up at each other. We smile. We giggle. We laugh out loud. Let's switch jobs, we say together. But let's ask Miss Hurley first. Spike says, I agree. Mrs. Hurley says, yes. So they're happy now. So Spike makes the snow. He likes the yucky feeling of mixing the soap flakes, water, and glue together. Look at his hands. I take out winter white, light gray, and sky blue paint. I swirl them together and paint the snow. Everyone likes my colors. My snow is not boring. Yeah, she got a little smart. She didn't use just white. She used a little gray and blue. Yeah, swirled it around. When I am finished painting, I walk to the window. I look outside. When will it snow, I wonder? I can't wait too much longer. But I will have to. Too bad for me. Chapter 4. 1 week, that's 7 days, goes by. Monday is show and tell. My mom carries Grandpa Tony's sled to school. She stays to watch me tell the class about my grandpa's sled. This is my Grandpa Tony's sled, I say. It is made of wood. It is old. My mom and I found it in the attic. I sit down. I am still worried. I hope my grandpa's sled will work. But I'm not so sure. And if we don't get any snow, I will never know. See the snowflakes hanging? Everyone stand up, Mrs. Hurley says. Let's shake out our hands and our feet. Shake them out. We all get out of our seats and stand next to our desk. Spike raises his hand high. Mrs. Hurley calls on him. He's excited, isn't he? Call on me. Can we sing our snowflake song for Jenny's mom? He asked. Spike always knows how to cheer me up. What a good idea, Mrs. Hurley says. Okay, class. 1, 2, 3. I'm a little snowflake you can see. No other snowflake looks like me. Please pick me up after I fall. Then roll me into a big snowball. My mom claps and thanks us all for the song. You were great, she says. Yay for us. Y'all want to sing that song again? Let's do it. I'm a little snowflake you can see. No other snowflake looks like me. Please pick me up after I fall. Then roll me into a big snowball. You can do that and keep singing it. Got you a song for the day, don't I? Chapter 5. My mom leaves the room. She takes my grandpa's sled with her. I think about the snow again. Then I think about Sierra. During free time, I write to her. Dear Sierra, here's her snow. I like your new sled. Thank you for sending me a picture of it. I showed it to my class. You are lucky to have so much snow. We don't have any snow. Zip. 0. No snow. I want to use my grandpa's sled. I want to see if it works. Think of me when you go fast down those big hills. Right again soon. Jenny. She's got her hearts. Love, Jenny. Suddenly, I hear Spike shouting from across the room. I look up. He is at the window. It's snowing, he yells. I jump up. So does everyone else. Spike really does know how to cheer me up. Please sit down, Mrs. Hurley says. I will give each row a turn to look at the window. Sounds familiar. Mrs. Hurley calls the row closest to the window first. Then she calls the fourth, third, and second rows. Now it is my row's turn. The 5 of us stand up. We go to the window and look out. Oh, no! The snow has stopped. Too bad for us. Welcome, Winter, Chapter 6. I feel sad. We all go back to our seats. I'm sorry, boys and girls, Mrs. Hurley says. I know how much you want it to snow. I have an idea. Let's have a welcome winter party. Mrs. Hurley tells us to get our coats. We are going home right after our party. We walk down to the lunchroom. Mrs. Hurley gives us each a cup of cocoa. She gives us a little snow white marshmallow, too. I start to feel better. Soon it's time to go home. We head to the schoolyard. There's their hot cocoa. It's always good in the snow. Wow! It snowed while we were having our party. There is snow everywhere. I see my mom. She has Grandpa Tony's sled with her. She pulls me and Spike home on it. Along the way, we stop at a big hill. Whee! We go down the hill on Grandpa's sled. Yay for us! Dear Sierra, guess what? It finally snowed here, and our school is closed for a snow day. Spike and I have been riding Grandpa Tony's sled for hours. It works! Right soon, Jenny. And she's got snowflakes and love hearts. How many of you have waited for it to snow or have been on a sled before? Tell me about your sled ride or draw me a winter picture. Share it with me on Cindy's Corner. I can't wait to see what you tell me what you do in the snow or if you've ever ridden a sled. Have a great day. Give somebody a hug and tell them you love them.